B-Marsh Boxing. What's happening, world? I'm back at it with another boxing video. Yes, indeed. So I was listening to the Boxing Voice video. They had Bill Haney up on that piece with and he was mostly talking to fans. I guess callers. Let me call them callers, not just fans. Okay. And the conversations really and truly were real ignorant, man. I'm gonna keep it tall with y'all, man. Very ignorant, you know. And it shows what's wrong with the modern day boxing fan. You know what I mean? I can't even call those guys who listen or call into them shows real boxing fans. They're more fanboys, you know what I mean? The show was about people really trying to explain to Bill Haney, and they was even calling him a hater because he said the truth. He says his son has all the straps at 135. That's what I'll be saying. So I guess y'all gonna call me a hater as well. Or maybe you guys have been calling me a hater or Javante Davis. Right? Bill Haney just said the truth. His son has all the straps. All this strap season stuff that the man Tank Davis allegedly talks about is nonsense, because the truth of the matter is he has no belt at 135. And real boxing fans, we don't consider that them WBA Reggie straps. It took me a long time to even consider the WBO strap in the mid 2000s, mid to late 2000s. But it is what it is. You need 4 straps to become undisputed, and Devin Haney did that. You know what I mean? That's what he did. Not anybody else, not Lomachenko. Nobody besides him did that at 135. I believe the last person who was undisputed at 135 before Devin Haney was my man Sweepy, Pernell Whitaker. Rest in peace. You dig? Now, fellas, like these guys on the who are calling in. My goodness, man, it's pathetic. Grown men who are really explaining to Bill Haney why they relate more to the man Javante Tag Davis. You check it, these fellas got real daddy issues, man, and they wear it right on their sleeves. Right on their motherfucking sleeves, these fellas got daddy issues. Talking about they relate more to Tank Davis, or he ain't grew up with a father, he got it out the mud. The question I want to ask these fellas who are calling in with their daddy issues, did you get it out the mud? Have you done that? Tank Davis is a boxer. He's plying his trade, making his money. Y'all fellas is just living vicariously through him. And I'm talking about y'all fellas who talking about, oh, you know, Devin Haney basically saying he has an advantage because he had his pops in his life. Are you serious, man? Y'all fellas gotta speak for yourselves, man. Not everybody out here grew up without a pops. Man, I'm here on the golf course with my kids and my pops. 3 generations right here, you know what I mean? What are we talking about, man? Stop the bullshit. And talking about they relate more to him, he's more hood. Are you serious, brothers, black men? Is that what we're really on? Is that what y'all really on? That shit was really pathetic listening to that stuff. And Calvin Ford, Tank Davis coach, he didn't display himself as an honorable, respectable man when he came on that horn to talk with the man where there was Ness. And when as soon as he come on, he talking about he got nothing to say to Bill Haney. And people are really calling Bill Haney a hater because he says that he would like to see a Devin Haney versus a Tank fight. That's the same nut ass shit y'all fellas was talking about when the man Gary Russell was calling out Tank Davis and was willing to move up to fight Tank Davis and say he got all the smoke for Tank Davis. Y'all fellas didn't want that. You ain't want that type of... You don't want the man Tank Davis to be challenged, man. It's obvious. It's quite obvious. Y'all fellas got no heart, no balls, no cojones. Y'all fellas bad for boxing, man. If you're really reasons for Bill Haney, you're saying, You're saying Devin Haney wish he was as popular as Tank Davis. Man, last I checked, them fellas, Devin Haney is a devout Muslim. Slim be wearing all kind of big shines on his neck, on the wrist, from a young boy age. Slim been getting money, driving big cars, looking like a young Floyd Mayweather out there in Las Vegas. Really and truly. Now, me, what does he have to be jealous about when he has all the straps? Tank Davis is a man who's just getting by popularity, and not popularity like people know him all around the world. No, just from his Twitter fingers, social media and stuff, you know what I mean? You know, them fellas are real loving hip hop boxing character, really and truly. That's what Tank Davis is. And I knew Tank Davis before a lot of y'all newbie fans who just came on the boxing scene 5 minutes ago watching boxing. Now you talk about Devin Haney and Bill Haney are they jealous of the man Tank Davis. Jealous of what? They have all the straps. Have you ever considered that Devin Haney and Bill Haney are confident that they have the skill set to beat Tank Davis? Now, we'll never know if they can beat Tank Davis up until the fight happens. But let y'all boxing fans who ain't got no pops in your life talking about you could relate more to Tank Davis because he's from the hood and he ain't got no pops, and Devin Haney is lucky he has a father in his life and he has an advantage. Y'all fellas some real lame-os out here, man. It's disgusting, man. And I swear to God, I'm going to teach my children not to have that kind of mentality, man. That's that victimhood mentality bullshit. You check it? It's real sad and disappointing how fellas was really addressing the man Bill Haney. Some were trying to be respectful, by giving some weak strawman argument about why they relate more to Tank Davis. I'm not relating to none of these fellas, man. I don't box. Ain't about relating to nothing. I just like skill sets and fellas fighting the best and fellas actually doing what they supposed to. I remember a day and time when Devin Haney couldn't get nobody to fight. I mean, Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko, Ryan Garcia, all these guys was ducking Devin Haney. But somehow, some way, he made it happen. He accomplished his dream of becoming undisputed at 135. Let y'all tell it, he did nothing. But Tank Davis is that dude to y'all. Because he has no pops. He grew up in the hood. He be having domestic violence issues. Slim be, y'all fellas like that degenerate shit, man. Not me. I'm a businessman first and foremost. Always have been since I left high school. I mean, and I ain't messing up my money since I'm not messing up no money to claim I'm hood or whatnot. And if you knew my background, y'all fellas wouldn't even believe it, really and truly. Because I don't even have to come out here and talk about the past. I mean, it's growth and development, GD style, you know what I mean? And that's all it's been on. Every new year, it's a new improvement. You check it, we're not going backwards. Tank Davis has gone severely backwards. Yeah, at 16-0, he fought Pedraza. That was an excellent W for him at the time, you know what I mean? You check it. What has he done since? Jose Cuellar, all these little dudes he's fought. Went life and death with Isaac Cruz, who was a late-minute replacement. But let y'all tell it, you can relate more to the man Tank Davis. Because you like loving hip-hop. Y'all fellas maybe by the TV every Monday on VH1. While I'm probably watching Monday Night Football or eating dinner with the family, y'all fellas tuning in to see what's going on Loving Hip Hop Boxing. See, that's what happens when you have a generation of fatherless children. You know what I mean? They live vicariously through characters they see on TV. You know, and it's pretty pathetic. And let me get back to Calvin Ford. Always got respect for Calvin Ford, absolutely. But how he addressed that man, Devin Haney, Bill Haney, when he came on that horn on Boxing Voice, talking about get off my DICK, or get off our, meaning his, and Gervonta Davis DICK. How? Because the man wants to have a big fight between Tank Davis. Guess what? The Tank Davis fans obviously don't want that. They don't want that smoke. They don't want to see that fight. They'd rather the man Tank Davis bring up little guys like Hector Garcia, little weak guys like Ryan Garcia, letting his mental health check kick in, talking about those guy who's been ducking his whole career, ducking world title opportunities. That's who you guys want Tank Davis to fight. Let it be a brother with a skill set and a tight defense like Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, y'all fellas got a problem. Y'all the same Errol Spence kind of fans. You do anything and say anything to protect Spence so he doesn't fight the man Terrence Crawford. But y'all fellas never ever talk about what the man Ugas did in that one round, knocked the man's dentures out of his mouth, and his mouthpiece had Slim looking like he on Queer Street. Y'all fellas always forget that. Guess who doesn't? Who ain't never forget about that? Errol Spence. And that's maybe why there's a prolonged reason why that Terrence Crawford fight ain't happen next. Because believe you me, if an undisputed fight wants to get made, if it's a caliber of a Paul Butler versus Naoya Inoue, the fight gonna happen just like that. Just like that. Just like that it's gonna happen. But let it be somebody dangerous, like a Terrence Crawford or Devin Haney. Here, there's gonna be excuses, and more from the fan base. Like I said, man, it was pretty pathetic hearing grown men talking about why they like Devin Haney more. I'm sorry, Tank Davis more. You could like who you want, but urge your man, if you like Tank Davis, you want the best for him. Why you don't want to see him hold all them straps? Why you don't want the man to become undisputed? He has only one fight to become undisputed. If he's that dude like you claim he is, and me, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced, man. I've been watching Tank Davis fight live, not on my TV, dogs. I'm talking about live. At the DC Armory, back in the day. Y'all fellas wasn't even watching boxing. Until now, I'm not convinced. How can I tell how good somebody is when he's not even fighting top 10 guys in his division? So stop the cap, man. Grown man coming on here talking about, man, they relate more to Tank Davis because he ain't got a father and he got it out the mud, and them fellas from the hood, and get the fuck out of here with that hood mentality bullshit, man. That type of stuff ain't gonna get you nowhere except in the joint or 6 feet deep, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about in the joint, I'm talking about in the prison, you know what I mean? You check it, it's real sad out here, man, that this is the modern day boxing fan. That's why 2022, I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I ain't do too many boxing videos. I'll do my best for 2023. Fuck, F the BS, you know what I mean? I'm gonna create my own content. It doesn't have to revolve around modern boxing. And if it's around modern boxing, we'll talk about the fellas who are doing what they're supposed to. But I can't relate. I can't relate to fellas who ducking. None of them fans who called in, them callers, man, was urgent, talking about that they want to fight. They more calling Bill Haney a hater. And Devin Haney, they say, damn, that's the word you fellas with low vocab who don't got too many comprehensive verbiage. You know what I mean? That's all y'all say, your favorite word, hater. Man is a hater because they're in the same division and want to get a fight popping? Oh my gosh. See, that's what I mean. I don't argue. See me, before I had a YouTube channel, where I used to converse with people about boxing was on Twitter. As soon as I got me a YouTube channel, that shit is out. I'm not doing it. I can't do it, Mo. Fellas is too ignorant and dumb out here to hold reasonable conversations. It's always facts over feelings. And guess what? The fact of the matter is, Devin Haney, that dude at 135, got all the straps. You're in your feelings because of how you feel what you think Tank Davis is. Facts over feelings. The fact is, Tank Davis is not fighting fellas like the man, what's his name, Devin Haney, been wanting to fight, has fought, and is on his way to fighting. I've been told y'all since 2016, man, as soon as you mentioned Lomachenko's name, to Tank Davis, Slim get the stuttering and shit. You know what I mean? But let his fans tell it, man, he a killer. And he's from the hood. And his mom was, we'll not even go there. But he ain't have his pops in his life. So he got it out the mud. And fellas respect that. And maybe they could relate to that. Speak for yourselves, y'all. Speak for yourselves. Not everybody grew up like that. And that ain't even nothing to be like wearing like stripes like it's a badge. I grew up without a pops, and that's why I'm this weak, puny, lambistic cornball who's living vicariously through these boxers and rappers and loving hip-hop BS. Stop the cap, man. I'm not with that. I ain't never been on that train, you know what I mean? You check it? Yeah, man. So I'm here with my pops and my kids and his grandkids. We're going to enjoy the day, enjoy some golf, and enjoy each other's company. When I'm solo with my pops, man, I just get knowledge. He's the smartest person I know in life, really and truly. Would I agree with everything he done in life? No. Does he agree with everything I've done in life? No. But we can converse like men. You know what I mean? Nice shot. We can converse like men and not be on that little boy mindset, you know what I mean? That little boy mindset, all you gotta do, and like I said, Calvin Ford displayed himself like a little boy. Tank Davis, why you don't want to talk to Bill Haney? Why? How you gonna come on the horn, click on, not just on a live video chat and talk about the first thing? I ain't got nothing to say to that, man. Like a little broad, man. Come on, Slim. See, I can't claim, dude. We not from Baltimore, man. D.C., Maryland, you know, the 202, 301 side. We not from the 410 side. You know, we don't consider that part of the DMV. And no disrespect, it's a whole different it's a whole different town. They speak different. We dress different. And I got no problem with Baltimore, man. Big up my man Irongo, rest in peace, from the 4x4's east side of Bmore. You know what I mean? You check it. I got no problem with Baltimore. But I'm going to tell y'all like this. If Slim was talking like that from the D.C. area or PG County, Montgomery County, I definitely wouldn't be defending him. I don't defend no man but myself and my family, you heard? But I'd be real disappointed a man from my area talking goofy like that, telling a next cold grown man to get off my DICK just because he want to have a conversation. Why did Calvin Ford even get on the horn from the live chat, on the live video chat, and then he hung up and got up out of there? It's obvious what Tank Davis and them, they just want to go along with fighting guys that they know they can beat, never challenging themselves. And unfortunately, you know, that's who these fanboys look up to. And I'm not telling you can't look up to him, but at least tell your man to challenge himself. You know what I mean? You check it? Tell your man to challenge himself. And he can do that by fighting a Devin Haney. Get all the straps. What is this? How's Bill Haney a hater? Because he says the obvious. Like I said, y'all must be calling me a hater. Because I say them fellas ain't fought nobody really since Pedraza. You know what I'm saying? Come on, dogs. Anyways, B-March Boxing, man, I done gone a little too long than I thought, you know what I mean? But you guys have to listen to that boxing voice video for yourselves. Bill Haney talking with Calvin Ford, Tank Davis trainer, and it wasn't really much a conversation. It was Calvin Ford trying to avoid a conversation, and then he's getting on to insult a whole grown man, telling him to get off my DICK. I really highly doubt it he'd tell that man Bill Haney that to his face, because that's the type of stuff right there. Hands gonna be flying, hands and feet and elbows, you know what I mean? It was real disrespectful. Now, I have no problem with Calvin Ford, but what he did right there, yeah, my respect for him has toned down a notch, you know what I mean? Gone down a little notch because, dogs, gotta turn them down some, you know what I mean? Because it's obviously trying to deflect from the fact that they're not interested in the man, Devin Haney. And don't tell me about this side of the street, that side of the street, nothing. Stephen Fulton's fighting the man, Naoya Inoue. I've seen Javante Davis. I've seen Deontay Wilder fight Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's some other cross promotions that I've seen um, recently, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, fellas, y'all gotta do better in life, man, before you out here talking about why you like to, you ain't saying you like to anybody more because of a certain skill set, what he does inside the squared circle. Nah, it's because Slim ain't got a pops and he came from the hood. And y'all fellas with that hood BS, man, stop the cap, man, cut the BS, man. Be Marsh Boxing. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm out of here.